Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to look at maps. So, with Clojure. So, first of all, maps are just like in any other language. It's when you have a key and then you have a value, and they are defined like this. So you would use the curly bracket, and then you have a name, and then you have the then you have the key like this. And again, just like in the other demos that you saw, then we are actually creating a function right here. That's so we can call it later on. It's just to organize our code a little bit. Of course, we did not need to have a function, but it's nice to do that. So here we have a demo map, and then I am calling demo map here in my main function in the bottom right here. So I have a name definition of demo map right here. It takes 0 arguments. And then I'm calling the print line function, and then I just say print out map, start the map demo. And then I'm creating a key value pair right here. So I have a name and I have a language right here. So name is Ada and the language is Clojure. And again, here we can return a new map with the key that we have just set to something. So that means that we can actually take person with a city, and then we can say associate person, and then we can take, and again right here it's immutable, all of it. So what actually happens right here, we will not change the original person map that we have right here. We will create another map right here, and as you can see right here, we're actually creating multiple. So we have this we are calling the let function right here, and then we call multiple, and then we create multiple variables. We create person with city, we call updated person right here. And we don't finish or let round brackets right here. That means that all of this that we call right here, that is in the let scope. That means that if we go outside the scope, then it would not be known. Those variables would not be available to use. It's just a little thing to be aware of. So that with Clojure, we are much more aware of our scope. So then we have the person with city right here. So we associate, we take the person map right here, and then we set city to London right here. And then we can also replace existing values. So that means that we will actually take the person with city, and then we say language, and then we set that to Clojure and Lisp. So that means that we're actually overriding a real value, or we're replacing a real value, but we do that again in a new map. We are not reusing the existing map. Again, immutable. We are immutable. Per default, everything is immutable in Clojure right here. And then we can access the values right here. So there's a nice toString. There's a nice toString function on them. That means when we want to print them out, then there's a good string representation on them. So that means that it just looks nice in output. Then we can say right here name with get. So then we can say please give us the name only from the updated person. So that means that then we should actually get Ada out. We can also say that we only want the language. Then we will only get the language. We can also say that we want the city out, and then we should just get the city. And then we can iterate through all of the key value pairs with do sequence like this. So then we say in the updated person, give me the key, give me the value, key value, key value, key value. So it's a set of key value right here, right? So we have a name, Ada, language, Clojure, like this. And for all of the keys, we use a colon in front of it. That's the syntax. We use a colon in front of it. I have a main function right here. And again, we have the doc string. This is just a doc string. We can actually add whatever we want to, and this is wrong. It should say maps demo instead. And these are the arguments. We can add arguments. We're not using any of the arguments in our main right here. It's just so I could get a little play button right here, so it's much easier for me to run the program. That's why I created this main right here. You can also, of course, use tests to trigger your code. And of course, you should do testing, so why not do that anyway? Control-Shift-10. I don't know why it doesn't work by Control-Shift-10. That's I just swapped the keyboard. It might be something like that with the function keys or something like that. But that's another story. Okay, so now we got the output right here. We got original map. So that's the first map. There we have the, if you scroll up right here, then we have the Ada, and we have the Clojure. Then we have the updated map, that is Ada, language, Clojure, and Lisp. And then we have the city, London. That's because the updated map, it actually, first we both added the city, which is London, and then we also overrode the language to Clojure and Lisp. And Clojure is based on Lisp, just as a bonus info. And it's made for concurrency, so if you want to run something, a lot of parallel things running at the same time, a lot of parallel threads, or just not just threads, but just a lot of parallel things, then Clojure is really good because it is immutable, and that is really good when objects are being, not objects, when code is being shared. With Clojure, we don't like object-oriented programming. We like functional programming instead. Okay, so yes, I can already now hear that in the comments that someone might comment that one. But let's see right here. So let's see language with keyword lookup right here, and then we have the city. Yeah, so name with get. Let us start with that one. So we got the ADA, so that's where we actually got the name by itself. We can actually also skip, I think we can skip the get actually. Then we will also get the same results. Updated person name. So let us just try that. Without get. Let us see if we can call the list or the map like this. I think we can. It looks like it. And then we have language with keyword lookup. So that means now we're actually looking up. Now we want the language with keyword lookup. So let us try to see how did that one go. Language with keyword lookup. Right here we got Clojure and Lisp. And let me say updated person name. There we got the ADA, and here we got the Clojure and Lisp. That was the value right there, yes. And then we're iterating through all of the values, right? Both of the key of the value. We have a name, we have a language, and we have a city. And the name is ADA. The language is Clojure and Lisp. City is London. Let me just try this one without get and actually see what. Oh, we actually have that. Scenario right there. It's because we don't have to use the get if we don't want to. It's not mandatory. If you are new to Clojure, I would recommend that you write get, just because then you actually verbose about what is actually going on, and everybody can see what you're trying to do. Yes, and here we are going through each value right here. Key value, key value, key value. That is actually quite cool. So that's actually it. If you want to see what is actually being run, then you click up here, and then you can see it runs inside the JVM. So we run java.exe, and then we have a clojure.jar file that is being run. It's being executed. Let me just check right here. Clojure 12.2 right here, and then we run Clojure, the Clojure main. Let me just find it out here. Then we actually run the main inside. It's right here. So we run Clojure main. This is what we're running. And then we are, and of course all of the CLJ files, they are being placed inside the JVM. They're being compiled and placed inside the JVM by the Clojure jar file. They're not being placed. They're not being put on disk like they are with the Java. That's one of the differences. Yeah. Okay, and where do we say that it's maps and demo maps? And demos, yeah. So let me just check right here which one that we have right here. Boom, 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 boom. And then we have this file right here. Yeah. So that's actually maps are they're really useful, of course, and we use them all the time. Also when we convert back and forth from JSON, of course, and for REST APIs, they're used for a lot of weird stuff, data handling in general. So maps, you need to know them, of course, and you need to know how to change values, and you need to know how to get the values, the keys and the values. And you also need to, sometimes you also need to go through to and actually see which keys do we do, which keys and values do we have at the same time in the maps, and that is why the dosec is really, really useful. And as you probably have seen in my other videos, the dosec also works on vectors and on lists. So a lot of these, this is actually a macro. I can see that if I press right here. So there's a macro, not a function. I have to look them up a lot. So when I talk about them, then if I say function when it is a macro, then bear with me. I am from the Java world. So, but that's actually it. Thank you very much for all of your comments, and thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you again soon. And thank you for being you. Bye bye.